It is that time of a year. Today we're gonna go through my favorite products that I have tried so far for the year 2023. Of course, there are plenty more products out there. For the most part, within the beginning of the year, I haven't filmed that much. So many things happen behind the scenes. Anyway, these are, let me get my box. Okay, it is pretty heavy. I don't know how much you're gonna be able to see like this. Anyways, these are the products that I chose that... Wait, this one. I love this product, but this is from 2022. And I just bought it like a couple of months ago, I think. I'm also not sure about this one, but I'll leave it just in case. These are my top products that I've tried this year, and in total I have like, I don't know, 20 products in here. And I will do my whole face makeup look. Some of the products that I'm gonna be using today, I like somehow, for example, fixing spray and mascara. That was something that wasn't released in this year, and I'm gonna use that. But other than that, I will incorporate as much product as I can. I also, by the way, vlogged everything that I chose and how I decided to choose these products. Anyway, so let's jump into this tutorial. So first of all, my skin has been prepared. Wait, I love this elixir. This is Nourishing Face Oil from by Valmont. I received this as a sample. So I'm really loving this one. And especially around the under eye area, because like that is something that tends to be like the most drying, at least for my face. Anyways, let's start with the, well, first I love to do my eyebrows. Oh, before we start, I just wanted to mention that quite a while now I've been using these Pixi Clarity Blemish stickers, and I just remembered to mention this because yesterday I had a breakout right here, and I'm realizing I'm having a small another one here as well. So what I like to do is I like these stickers so much, like I can see and I can feel how they help, and just to help kind of heal everything way quicker. And just when I throw that out, that this really helps. Plus it prevents, like if I'm having clear skin, and it prevents that to be open, and this just certainly seals the breakout, and it helps to nourish, to protect, to keep it protected. You get 24 patches, and I am only having 2 left. I received this in PR. I tried it, and I can tell you I went through the whole box almost, and I'll have to purchase another one. I also had, I don't have it anymore, like a little solution for the breakouts from them, but I didn't like them as much as I love this one. This one was super good. First product, you guys, is this Danessa Myricks Ground Look palette. Well, like I mentioned in multiple videos, I do love using this palette mainly because this one is, for me, it's like a multi-use, even for the brows, sculpting, or creating shape before I do go in with my eyeshadow. So what I generally like to do for my eyebrows is to mix shade Sculpted and Tourmaline as well. That gives me my perfect eyebrow color. When it comes to gels, unfortunately I didn't try a lot, but the one that I tried, I wasn't super happy with them. So instead, I'm just gonna go in with my all-time favorite Got To Be Glue for the hair. I love that one so much. And where I can find my brush? Oh, the brush that I love for this one is from Pilouise, and this little brush came with their, well, it's called Brow Balm, and I wasn't the biggest fan of that one. So here I'm gonna go, and I will I didn't put that much of a product. I'm just going to brush it through. I am going in with my mixture. Like I already mentioned, like these pomades, they are a little bit kind of a gummy in a texture, which it's not the greatest thing ever, but this helps me to give me my customized shade. And also sometimes I do use powders, but in saying that, I do like to just go, at the moment, I do like to go just create these strokes. Since I went too low, I can already tell I don't need this right here, so I will clean it. Now usually to create the shape of my eyebrow, I would use a bit darker I mean skin tone shade and then lighter on the eyelids shade to create my perfect shape. Of course I can use concealers for that, and the thing is the most concealers that I have are pretty much darker than I am now because I bought them during the summertime or after that when I was like way darker than I am now. Let's just see if this is going to work. Here I'm having Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer. This one is shade N9. Oh, this is definitely a darker shade that I would like for it to be. In general, if the concealer is having a good texture, you can use it not only as a concealer, but you can use it like your eye base for your makeup, eye makeup. I will spread this whole concealer above my skin. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but in general, I really do love. I do love when it's, of course, when it's lighter, but the texture is nice and the undertone is really, really great. As you can see, it's so natural and it looks nice. This is how everything looks like. For a change, I do love like how skin tone this looks like, but I wish this concealer was just a shade lighter and the same neutral undertone. This is amazing. So I grabbed these two palettes. First of all, I'm gonna go with my light from Tom Ford Soleil Neige. Wait, what it's called? Lumiere de Verre. I can't pronounce French. I need three. I need 3 brushes. Blending that one and this one. Okay, I want to add light first. Not necessary, but I can do this later, but I just want to do it now. Just what I wanted to mention is that P. Louise base I usually use, it's much more like thicker in consistency, and that's actually what I love when it comes to base. So I hope to this look, it's gonna look good. It's gonna end up good regarding the different base. Okay, I need more, so I'm gonna use like a bigger brush, especially because my base underneath is not that light as I would want it to. See, it wears off as soon as I touch it. I'm going in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Divine Shade. This is Fall Romance palette. This shade is amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna go with a really small brush. Where do I want to start? I want to start... But you know what? One thing I could do before I even starting this, or I will apply that later. I do have primer from Pat McGrath. Intensive Eyes Longwear Primer, but if I apply it now... You know what? I just apply this later on my lid. Because I'm doing 2 different segments and I don't want to ruin it. I'm actually gonna take like a smaller liner brush. Usually I do this step with the pomade, but you know what? It's not a problem. Like this eyeshadow is really like versatile. I don't have problems using this one. Let's just see if the direction is what I want. Yeah, great. I love when I do this from the, you know, like right away. Okay, now I just have to figure out this area right here. This is the shape. I'm loving it. Let's talk about this palette while working with it. So this was ranked as this year's my #1 favorite palette when it comes to season of fall. They did release this for that season, but I think as well, I'm not sure if this is like their holiday release as well, you know, like an early holiday release. I have a couple of looks that I created, they're like deep green, olive green based looks that I created years ago, and I was so excited when I saw the color story because I'm totally in love with that type of the color story as well. And also we have like the pop of the color, which is the Divine shade that I am using right now. By the way, I am switching to, this is like small blending brush from P. Louise. Okay, now I will try to incorporate this color with the shade I already have, which is that light shade from Tom Ford. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit like, you know, now it's not super precise because I will make that sharper later. Anyways, I love the combos that we have from this palette. So this palette can go like really dark, really deep in opacity, but also you have option to use this like a really lighter or daytime version. of this palette as well. So I like the quality, I like the options that we had in here, and this was like pretty pleasant surprise for me. And not to mention that the price wise, like it is worth it. Even the full price, totally worth it. And let me just check, I forgot how long this one, yeah, also has like 12 months shelf life. This is going great. I'm not quite sure how do I feel about this eye right here. I'm just gonna finish off this one as well. So, you know what? I like when it's lifted. Like I really love the shape. I think it's perfect. Okay, what we're gonna do is to take Pat McGrath Intensive Eyes Longwear Primer. This one, I love the packaging. This is actually glass, I think. So for everything that I'm going to be using on my lid, I will prepare with this. Now, I do love this primer when you need to use it when you're applying something that is really lightweight, but when I apply my P. Louise base or MAC paint pot, it's not necessary to use that much product before applying eyeshadows, you know. At one point it's getting to be too much of the product, and that's not what you want. Anyways, before this fully like dries and sets, what I'm going to do now is to take, oh my god, I'm having so many brushes right here. Wait. Let me go again with a little bit of Tom Ford shade that I've used first, like so. But yeah, you can feel how when you apply this primer, like how it grabs pigment. So I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, which is called Neptunian Arrowhead from Pat McGrath Labs Lunar Nightshade, and this is from her Bijou collection. Now this will be like my center type of shade, and look how gorgeously this one goes with this shade right here. Beautiful. And what I realized when I applied this shade on this eye, I want to drag this shade like so, like till the end, because if this is too dark right here, then when I darken up this pink shade, like it's going to overlap, and it's not gonna be any contrast here. This part went like pretty much quickly. Once again, just to mention this palette and why I do love this one, and I think this is my favorite palette from the Bijou collection, you guys. If anything, I would highly recommend this one if this is, of course, your color story. I was first of all excited to see like Pat McGrath having like really something else besides the usual pink and warm brown story, golden story that she has, or I should say bronzy story that she has. We're having like such an interesting combination of just 5 eyeshadows, but the look that you can create with this is so, like, it is stunning, and I love this one, especially for the price. Like, it's her Italian formula. I'd say it's pretty great. Now, one of the favorite eyeshadow releases this year is again from the Natasha Denona, and I really enjoyed this one. Actually, I have 2 of them right here, and I'll say these are my favorite eyeshadow palettes, especially not only from Natasha Denona this year, of course, but I'm kind of shocked that I need a new palette. It's not here, but I'm gonna use shade Cygnus, which if you watch my videos, you know by now that this is my favorite shade from this palette. Like, you can't see it in true opacity like so unless you are applying it all over your lid, but this one is deeper than this previous one, and it's going to, well, it should look nice combining these two. I'm gonna go in with Yucca palette with the shade Plantasia. Oh, such a beautiful shade, you guys. Overall, I do love this palette as itself, and I do love to combine it with other palettes. And look at this pigment. And I did not even apply like fixing spray or something to make it like super shiny. And I will, like, this is my main point of applying this, but I can just drag it a little bit on top of this teal green mix, wherever this is, and look now, beautiful wall. I don't know if the camera can catch how this beautifully looks. Like, it's almost like it almost feels like multichrome. Yeah, beautiful. But also what I wanted to do, to grab Pat McGrath Sunlit Seduction palette and go with this shade right here. This one will complement so beautifully beginning of this crease, just a tiny bit, and combine it with this one right here. Nice. I love this combo. Okay, let's add some dimension. Overall, I'm thinking like if I should incorporate this palette as well, but I really did wanted this shade with the look that I went with today, so I'm like, you know, just didn't want to use Plantasia as my only shade right here. Truly, it feels like a multi-chrome, which it's not, but beautiful. Now to deepen up everything, I'm going back with the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and I'm gonna use shade Crimson, which is kind of a really deep shade of this version right here. And I will go see where this pink shadow ends. I will also drag this crimson shade. Wait, was it crimson? Okay, definitely here. But for the rest of my eye, this Divine shade right here in my inner corner. Now for the mascara and the eyelashes. This year I didn't find any eyelashes that would exceed my Ardell's Naked 421 lashes. These are the best. I don't know what was the year they launched. I'm thinking probably like 2 years ago or something like that, and still my number one when it comes to lashes. When I find something better, I'll share. And for the mascara, you guys, what I'm having here, and I really love this one, and it's on a really budget side, and I like the wand. It's not bulky. And it's Catrice Lemondol False Lashes Mascara Waterproof. And for me, what is the most important is because, like I said, in general, I do use disposables. I didn't today, but this one is really great. The important thing is it's waterproof, it's good formula, it's black. That's it. Now it is time for the lower lash line, and before anything, so today I'm using my Natasha Denona concealer as my base, I guess. And also one thing I'm going to do here is to make this line not only sharp, this moment kind of here, that it's not super straight, but it is sharp, and that's what I like. Is it too much? No, it's not. Taman. This Natasha's concealer looks so good on my skin. This is actually my skin tone when I think about it. I should use this today as my foundation, but no, I do have foundation I'm gonna be using. What's going on in here? Okay, going to keep the lower lash line on a simple side. So going first with the Divine shade. I just wanted to mention that I did not talk that much now about Mothership 11. Definitely her best formula, I'll say, from Pat McGrath. I did enjoy this Italian formula from her 5-pan eyeshadow palette as well. I mean, I like them both, but still Mothership is my number one. And it just happens to be that I use just one shade. Is it my perfect palette, like color story wise? No, it's not, but I really love the formula, you guys, except that one shade that, I don't know, it just didn't perform, especially for that price. Like when you pay almost $130 for the Mothership, you really do expect for everything to work flawlessly, you know? So I don't think that is something that should be happening. Fun part, you guys, we are gonna use Dark Star mascara, but the packaging, oh my god, I love the packaging. And this is same, it's pretty heavy, it's same as her material from her primer. When it comes to packaging, this is Dark Star mascara in Electric Jade. I do like this one. It's so bulky, but I'll just use it as, I don't know where the other one is, like the small brushes. It's right over there, doesn't matter. I'm gonna use 2 coats. Now you cannot maybe see like the biggest difference, like, but I prefer this over the black mascara. And these are something that I really enjoyed from her Bijou collection. I love the shades that she picked for this one. Now I will apply another coat. I'm just waiting for this to dry a bit. But yeah, definitely, like, it's so hard to use this type of brush, and it gets too much product. I don't like that. So I have to do this to get rid of the excess of the product. I think that's it. What do I think? I still need a little bit of darkness right here. That's it. We can move to our next stage. Let's move on to a complexion. For today, I don't actually have a corrector, but I was thinking maybe I can do something out of the Groundbrook palette. Give me a second. This is from Illamasqua Emerge Corrector, and whenever I do my makeup routine, I think I'm always talking about this one, how much I love it, specifically to a specific color story that is great for any spot you have to correct on your eyes, especially when we're talking about the under eye area. Core is one of the pomades that I have here that I could use as a corrector, but obviously it is so dark, so no, I don't have anything here that would work for me. I'm just going to skip the corrector phase today, and it sounds, for me, it sounds crazy, but let's talk foundation. So the one that I really enjoyed when it comes to a bit heavier coverage, like heavier medium coverage, it is Prada foundation, and I really do enjoy and love this one. Mine is in a shade MN45. Well, let me just check the shade. It's a bit deeper than I needed, but now after seeing how Natasha's concealer works around on my eyes, I'm really tempted to use that as my foundation. This one is really great. The coverage is also medium. You can definitely build it, and I really do love the effect that it has. It's like a satin finish of the foundation. It's beautiful. It's not too dewy, it's not too matte, it's beautiful. So this year's was the first year, I think, that the Prada went out with their makeup line. Yeah, I think the only thing I got from it was the foundation, and I love the shade that I've used. And also what I do love about it is that like it is refillable, so you can just, next time when you buy it, you can just buy a refill. What I wanted to say about the packaging, like this is really heavy because this is plastic. If it's not, it will be better because when it's empty now, it can easily fall. But when you, can you close it? No, you can't close it. You do need to, you need a bottle. And this is heavy, this is not. So that's the problem when you kind of close it, it tends to fall. But yeah, the finish is beautiful, you guys. Now to sculpt my face, I will, let me see what I'm gonna use. Based on the color story that I already have, I'm gonna go in with this one. I'm using Desert Pomade, but this one is going to be too light. And I will add a little bit of Bark. Bark is like, it's really cool toned. I don't know, in my last video, I can't remember now what I was mixing, but the mixture ended up being so good. Yeah, it definitely was warm, something more warmer. What I did love about the Groundwork palette is, especially for the contouring, it is, you need to put an extra time in it just because the way it blends, the way these pomades work. But I do love how these pomades are so fine. I'm using shade Harvest as well. But as you can see at the end, you guys, like it really ends up being really natural. I'm loving it. Also for my nose contour, just a tiny bit. Beautiful. I love it. Next, my favorite concealer. Now, I have kind of two categories right here. This has been a year of concealers. My two favorites are divided into categories. So overall, best concealer of this year that I've tried, definitely hands down, is, now this may be a little bit controversial, but it is Lancome Serum Concealer. People either love it or don't love it. I do love the fact that this concealer, first of all, actually the shade that I have is so beautiful. At the moment, for me, it's a bit too dark, but the way this sits on a skin, how it blends, and it's so lightweight, it's just like a second skin. And in real life, I don't want my concealer to get cakey or take over everything, because anyways, underneath I'm using Corrector. I'm not today, but what I'm going to do instead is to go with a little bit more heavier coverage, which is, this is not a heavy coverage, but it's heavier. And this is Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer, which is so beautiful, so smooth, and we already saw the application for today. And this stuff is also amazing. Now this shade is a little bit, again, I wish it was a bit lighter. It gives me a little bit more coverage, but at the same time, it is so lightweight. And again, the only reason why I'm not using Lancome is because, well, I'm actually filming this tutorial, so. Also realized this year the face products are infused with these skin beneficial ingredients. It is something that we are moving towards, I guess. when it comes to makeup, which, you know, I don't mind, like the skin, like the makeup products being something that helps actually the skin, if that's even possible, especially for the heavier type of the makeup. It's been a while since I have been using this one on my under eye area. It's just reminding me how beautiful it is. I don't know if the camera can catch this, but this next product combined with the Natasha Denon's concealer. I haven't used Natasha's concealer on my under eye area. Actually, I've been using Makeup by Marius, but oh my god, do I prefer this one. And now combined with the liquid blush, which is Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. This is her Matte Beauty Blush Wand. This one is in shade Pillow Talk, and oh my god, this, like how blends right here. I don't want to use anything else, like no powder, no anything. So that's the reason why these are favorite products. Wow, so beautiful on the skin. This one, a little bit, goes a long way. The tone of this blush is everything. Like the pigment is rich, but it's not like super heavy that it overtakes everything. And this is how I like to blend this one. Also, since I already used my brush for the face, it's going to better apply rather than I took like a just another clean brush or a beauty blender. It works so good. And I'll go again. Because the way it blends into the skin, it's then even much more seamless. Do you see this? This is beautiful. I feel like this perfected my skin. This stuff, amazing. And this combo together, I think you're gonna from now on see me using this one way often. It is time to set everything, and I was debating with myself like if I'm going to include this product or not. So this is Makeup Forever. In general, their skin products are amazing. Their HD foundation is top notch. This is their HD Skin Matte Velvet reformulated foundation, and I have mine in the shade 1N10. Now, why I was debating about this one is the simple reason. Usually I would love this type of foundation to use under my eye or on a T-zone. Besides Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Finish powder, there's nothing that could have beat that one. And this one kind of sits on top of the skin, so that's one thing that I didn't like. So instead, to set everything, I think I'm gonna go in with the Danessa Myricks Sandstone shade. I know Huda Beauty also came with the pressed version of her powders, but I did not get my hand on that one. If you tried it, let me know what you think. I saw some reviews and I felt like people in general loved the original formula, like loose powder, better. Now the next product I'm gonna be talking about is, we're talking about the powders, but it is multiple, you can use it on multiple ways, and it is Hourglass new release of well-known face palettes, and today I will use this one as a blush. So the blush that I'm recently been using a lot is this one right here, which is called Mood Exposure. I am loving that one, and since I already went a lot with the liquid, I'm not gonna use too much. Now for the bronzer, I can definitely go with this one from the same palette. I also have Pat McGrath's bronzer, but I wasn't sure if that one was released this year. I don't think it is. But this one will just tone down everything a little bit, and it goes beautifully on top of this blush. Well, depends what I want, you know. If I want different undertone based on my makeup look, then I would use different, not a bronzer, maybe something cool tone, powdery, to set everything. Now when it comes to the rest of my face, what I already mentioned is this Makeup Forever powder. Like, it is fine powder, really fine, but what I do love to use it for is just this area right here, and maybe a little bit here. Other than that, I feel like if I put it too much, it's just, I don't know, I feel like it gets cakey. So instead, I'll just apply like the smallest amount, and because it is so lightweight, I can use this one just to blend everything even better. Now, Celestial Strobe Light. This is the actually old version from the Hourglass, but I think this is one of their best sellers, and I can see why. I really love how fine this one is. I love the effect. It's not like, you can get like really strong, but you have to just be cautious of the amount that you're using this product. For my lips, I will be using Natasha Denona. This is shade, I think it's called, I don't have it here, Lian. Yeah, Lian. I really do like this shade. Like for me personally, can give me the effect of a much more fuller lips because of its shade. Anyways, I'm going to do something else with my hair and just finish up with the setting spray, and I will be right back. Okay, so this is the final look after I applied the Natasha's lip liner. I did add a little bit stone shade for my lips, and I really do love how, like, it is light, but I do love how it went. This was pretty long and fun video. Now, as this year's coming to the end, I'm just thinking about all of these launches that happened throughout this year, and also at the same time thinking about what is going to be next year off. Like this year, like we were surprised with the amount of, well, products in general, but especially concealers and I'll say blushes as well. But certain makeup, eyeshadow makeup palettes which I'm drawn to the most were so exciting. Yeah, these are the products that I absolutely recommend, and I will link everything down below. I just wanted to say thank you so much if you shop through my links, as that helps to deliver content like this on this channel. And also in general, just wanted to thank you for your support and your comments and everything. I think I said everything that I wanted to. Yeah, this random idea at the end when it comes to eyes came to life like this. Now, as it is getting really late and I'll be hanging with my camera all day, it's 6 o'clock. Yeah, I guess I'll say I'll see you in my next video, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.